So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside though, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot area of the car first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space, as you can see, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, should you wish to increase this space even further. And you can increase it further again by lifting and removing these two tray sections, which can also be used to divide the boot up, as you can see. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles of the car. They are 54,550. We have a digital readout for the speedometer above that. You can change the information that's displayed there using buttons on the steering wheel. For various bits, a trip computer, fuel economy, sat-nav information, for example. And the buttons I was using to do that are just here. We have stereo controls surrounding that. And then on the right-hand side here, we have cruise control, speed limiter, and your phone controls. The last thing you'll see up here are the total miles for the car. They are 54,550. Over into the center, we have the touchscreen. You have a few physical buttons on the right and left-hand side. So, for example, radio. You can see that we have DAB, FM, and AM radio, but you can use the touchscreen to access the list of stations, for example. If you listen to your own music, we have the CD player. We've also got Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input as well. We have satellite navigation, really nice clear color display. It's a very easy system to use. And on top of all of that, we have the parking camera, which in the case of this car is a 360 parking camera. So you have a bird's eye view image of where the car is parked there, the reversing camera on the right hand side, and it goes a couple of steps beyond that. You can have the same bird's eye view but the front facing camera, or the front facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. And on top of all of that, this car can park itself either parallel park or perpendicular park. So you select which you want to do. The car will then tell you what to do, and it will look for a space for you. When it finds a space, it will tell you what gear to be in, when to go forwards, when to go backwards, and it will do the steering for you. Below that, we have our dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. The air conditioning is on at the moment, so that's off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take full control of the direction of the air, the fan speed, to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. You can override that manually whenever you wish to. You see auto has now gone off. You can put it back on your own settings here. We've also got a heated rear and heated front screen as well. 12-volt charging socket with an electronic handbrake and auto hold function. The 6-speed manual gearbox, and then both driver and passenger heated seats. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.